The Dragon is back after more than 2 years on the shelf. Lyoto Machida makes his triumphant return to the octagon this Saturday evening, October 28, 2017, inside Ginásio do Ibirapuera in São Paulo, Brazil, headlining UFC Fight Night 119 against Derek Brunson. UFC Fight Night 119 will also host a crossroads match between Damian Maia and Colby Covington, not to mention a pair of phenomenal bantamweight showdowns in Rob Font vs. Pedro Munhoz and John Lineker vs. Marlon Vera. Fight Pass will host the first 2 prelims undercard matches, while Fox Sports 2 will handle the other 4. Let's first check out the afternoon delights. 125 pounds. Deiveson Figueiredo vs. Jared Brooks. Deiveson Figueiredo 120 went the distance in his 4th professional mixed martial arts MMA fight and immediately decided not to do that again, stopping all subsequent comers on his way to UFC. He maintained this habit in his June debut, stopping Marco Antonio Beltran with strikes at the end of the 2nd round. He is 2 inches taller than Jared Brooks, 130, and will have a 6-inch reach advantage. Brooks, who saw a planned UFC 208 debut go up in smoke at the last minute thanks to Ian McCall's immune system dropping the ball, finally got his first crack in the octagon in July. He took on the Ultimate Fighter Tough 24 competitor Eric Shelton and went back and forth for 15 minutes before ultimately taking home the split decision win. Brooks went undefeated 130 as an amateur, before debuting in late 2014. Along with all but 2 members of the media, according to MadDecisions.com, believe that Brooks lost in his debut. That's not a major knock against him, as Shelton is seriously underrated, but it's worth keeping in mind. As strong as his wrestling pedigree is and as obvious his athleticism is, he's still a raw talent, undersized for the division and reliant on gusto to compensate for technical shortcomings. If there's one thing Figueiredo isn't short of, it's gusto. He's so wildly aggressive that he's prone to getting badly hurt on the feet and losing position on the mat. Without the ability to control position against a superior wrestler, he's stuck with trying to catch Brooks coming in, which is certainly doable but not a strategy I'd expect to find consistent success. Brooks scrambles out of some bad spots and spends enough time on top to get the decision. Prediction: Brooks via unanimous decision. 265 pounds. Marcelo Gomes vs. Christian Colombo. Marcelo Gomes, 50, has been nothing if not efficient since making his professional debut 2 years ago, stopping his last 3 opponents in a combined 207. He answered the call when promotional newcomer Carlos Felipe ran afoul of USADA. He is 12 years younger than Christian Colombo, 821. Poland's Godzilla joined UFC on a 6-fight, 5-finish streak, but had to settle for a majority draw in his debut thanks to a point deduction for an illegal knee. He had even less success against Luis Henrique, who overpowered him on the mat en route to a 3rd-round submission win. This will be his first fight in 11 months because of injury. This is another of those situations where there is almost no footage of one guy and plenty of terrible footage of the other. Gomes has yet to fight a warm body while Colombo is slow, lacks cagecraft, has no ground game to speak of, and is pushing 40. This is going to get ugly if it goes past the 1st round. Colombo has the more proven cardio, but his defense is so leaky that even Jargis Danho managed to repeatedly tag him. Gomes, who nearly matches Colombo in height and badly outclasses him in hand speed, ought to be able to do the same, punishing Colombo with heavy punches before his gas tank has a chance to empty. Prediction: Gomes via 1st-round technical knockout. UFC Fight Night 119's remaining undercard balance includes a pair of full-action welterweight battles. Don't miss it, maniacs. Remember, too, that MyMania.com will deliver live round-by-round, blow-by-blow coverage of the entire UFC Fight Night 119 card this weekend, starting with the Fight Pass prelims matches online, which are scheduled to begin at 6:30 p.m. ET, and then the remaining undercard balance on Fox Sports 2 at 8 p.m. ET before the Fox Sports 1 main card action kicks off at 10 p.m. ET.